Hi guys, it's Lala and welcome back to my channel. So I'm here with you today for another Dollar Tree DIY. So if you want to see what DIY I made for just $7 using Dollar Tree items, stay tuned. So I'm going to show you the items that you need to get. So first I have this glass jar. Next I have this glass candle holder. You guys see these all the time in Dollar Tree. I've also got this little ceramic blue bunny that was from the Dollar Tree. I think this one's actually from Family Dollar, but Dollar Tree has them. This is our Dollar Tree Easter ribbon. I absolutely love the pink and gold. You're also going to need some peeps. You can get any color. And I got this Loctite super glue gel. I've never used this before. I heard it was good. And of course you'll need some scissors. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and open up our glue. And you have to make sure it's popped open. So we had to make sure that it got open. We'll set this to the side. Okay, next you're going to want to go ahead and screw off the lid to your jar. And we're going to take this ribbon, and this is going to go around the edge of our lid. So go ahead and run your finger until you can find where the plastic begins so you can take that off of your ribbon. And you just want to wrap your ribbon around to get a measurement so you can see exactly where you need to cut it. Okay, once you cut it, just double check and make sure that it actually is going to fit around it. And remember, if it's too long, it's okay because you can trim it. But you definitely don't want it to be too short. So we have a perfect cut. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to lay our ribbon, and we're going to add the Loctite gel glue to the back of the ribbon. And it doesn't have to be an entire straight line, but just you want to get it on the majority of the ribbon. I am finding that the gel glue is not my favorite, but we're going to go ahead now and do whatever way is easiest for you. I found this was the easiest way to get my ribbon on the lid, was to kind of stand it up and then just start wrapping it. And once it's wrapped around, you'll be able to straighten it out. So now, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and make sure our ends meet. And we have to add a little bit of glue. If you need to do that, that's fine. And now you just want to go through and line up your ribbon the best that you can. Make it as even as possible and center it around the edge. And again, like I said, just make sure everything is straight and even to your best. Get out any kind of air bubbles. And I am just adding a little bit more glue here. It looks like the edges weren't quite sticking together, so I'm adding a little bit more glue. Again, I'm not a fan of this gel. I prefer regular super glue. So we're going to go ahead, and this is what it will look like wrapped around the edge. And we're going to go ahead and set it to the side so it can dry. Next, we're going to take our jar, and we're going to get our glass candlestick, and we're going to add the super glue gel around the edge of this candlestick holder. And just getting it all the way around the edges. And this is clear, so if you put a little bit too much in one area, it's okay. It will dry clear. And we're going to set this here on the jar, and of course give it a good firm push. It's not going to dry immediately, so keep in mind you'll want to hold it there for just a few minutes. I'm just going to check it, and you know it can slide, so you just have to be a little careful with it sliding. And I'm going back with this gel and kind of doing giving it a little bit more glue around the edges, just to kind of give it some extra security. Giving it a tight firm press, and I did go ahead and get some regular super glue. I've always used this regular super glue in the past when gluing the glasses together, so I feel like I have a better, I don't know, I guess I just feel like it works better. So I'm going to go ahead and add regular super glue around the edges of this. And then I'm also going to add glue directly to the bottom of the jar where we had pressed it before. Again, I just want to make sure I have enough glue. I really want this to stick. Looks like it was a little clogged, so I did go and kind of cut off the tip a little bit to make sure we got as much, the maximum gluage as we could get. So now we'll go ahead and we'll set that on top of our candle holder. Give it a firm press, I should say, and we'll let that sit. And after about 30 to 45 minutes of sitting, it does appear to be on there pretty decently. Still it should dry a little bit longer, but just showing you. Next, we're going to take our lid and we're going to put this back onto our jar. And you can see that's what it's looking like so far. And so you want to go ahead and place your rabbit on here to the top of your jar just to see where you'd like to put it. Then we're going to take that same super glue and we're going to add that around the edges of the rabbit. And we want to get everywhere that's going to lay flat. So up by the tail, all the way around the edges, down into the feet, because all of that is going to be touching the base of the lid of the jar. So you want to make it stick as well as possible. So you'll go ahead, once you get your glue on it, you'll place it onto the top of your lid. Here I'm just adding a little more glue. We'll place it onto the top of your lid and position it exactly where you would like it. We'll press firmly on this and we'll let it sit for about 15 to 20 minutes till it dries pretty well. Then we will unscrew the lid. We'll go ahead and set that over here to the side so it can dry a little bit longer as we add the contents of our jar. So I grabbed this little box of Peeps, and one did rip off. It was too stuck, but we'll work with it. So we're going to go ahead and position them in this best as we can. And you can use any candy, honestly, that you want. I just think the Peeps are adorable. So I wanted to definitely incorporate those into my Easter centerpiece. So I've kind of mushed them in there as best as possible. And it's okay if you see some of the white of the marshmallows. It's not going to hurt anything. It's not that noticeable, and you can always angle it on your table. So next I'm going to take these little foam Easter eggs and I'm going to open those up and just pour those right into the top. Now some people can would like to add candy. You can do that if you'd like, but this is strictly going to be just for looks. We're not going to have anything edible. We're not going to eat any of this. So, and you can see that's what it looks like once you get it filled up. So we're going to go ahead and put our lid back onto our jar. Screw it on there nice and tight. And guys, you are all done. And guess what? You have completed your Easter centerpiece. And we'll go ahead and take a look at this.